What's going on, YouTube? I wanted to share a little bit of insight of mine with you guys about what I think is the most important thing when it comes to cutting on a diet. Obviously, you have this goal. You want to lose body fat, you want to obtain a certain image, you want to, get in the best shape of your life. Um, I remember several years ago, probably about 5 years ago, the first time I truly started taking, cutting seriously and all the things that came into it. It wasn't easy. There's the nutrition aspect, there's the training aspect, which at the time I wasn't even that good at because I really didn't know as much as I know now. So that alone hindered the process. There's the cardio. But as I said, I think the most important thing going into a cut or fat loss phase or you want to get in shape is the mentality. And I don't know if this gets talked about enough. It's not exactly easy to get in shape. You truly have to want to be in shape. I couldn't tell you how obsessed I was several years ago back when I went on my first cut. So I weigh roughly 185 pounds now. I weighed about 195, but had little to no muscle. Was very chunky, out of shape, and I can put some pictures on the screen to show you kind of like what I looked like relatively at the time. And I looked in the mirror one day and decided I am not happy with what I saw, and I was just absolutely on a mission to obtain a physique. I didn't know what was going to happen. I just knew I was going to lose all the body fat on my body. And like I said, it is not easy. Some of the methods that I was using are not optimal whatsoever. Like, I would never do it today, but when I would go to the gym, I had this mindset, like, even if I was tired, I had a long day of school, whatever it was, it didn't matter how I felt. I was absolutely obsessed with obtaining this image, and that comes with your dieting too. Now this comes with discipline more than anything, and you'll have friends that invite you out to eat. You'll get hungry, you'll have those cravings. It's up to your mental fortitude whether or not you're going to succumb to those pressures of your brain. Your brain wants you to indulge on those sweets, whatever it is your cravings are. Your body's sending you a signal. It's like, hey, we'd really like, some French fries and, McDonald's burgers. Like, some people's brains, I'm not saying this for everyone, but there are some people out there that will just like have no discipline whatsoever. And, the reality is that if you want it bad enough, like, I truly think like you won't even like crave those things. Like, I don't know. I just kind of feel like the mentality is like the mindset is the most important thing when it goes into it, because when I was on the treadmill running all those miles, it sucked. Like, it sucked, for a period of time. So when I was training, I would be running roughly 13 miles a week, like, in that period. So I was like a half marathon a week. Like, you might not think that's like a lot or whatever, but this is after like hour long, training sessions of like, really busting my ass in the gym. And you know, you're cramping up, your abs are just like, you feeling this absolute burn, your legs hurt, you don't want to fucking, you don't want to stand anymore. What's your mindset? You gonna quit? You gonna keep going? Like, I don't know. I just feel like a lot of people, they look too much into like, oh, okay, I have to eat this many calories, well, I should do this workout routine, like, okay, I gotta do this cardio. Like, you have it all. It's really easy to write a plan, really easy to write all these things out, but sometimes the hardest thing can actually be doing what you said you'd set out to do. And life gets in the way. Your body wants to be comfortable. You don't want to put yourself in a position to where like you're in pain, you're hurting. Like, the body doesn't want that. It's why your body craves comfort so much. Is you know why would your body seek discomfort? But the reality is in order for you to really make the change that you want to happen, you need to, you just got to activate that switch. I don't know what to tell you. No one said it was going to be easy, you know. It really doesn't matter what you do. You can find countless ways to make it, make it happen on the internet. And if you want to know like exactly what I did, about how long it took, I can, provide some insight on that, but I wouldn't do it that way again, knowing what I know now. Because, currently now I'm on another cutting phase for like the first time in a while, like probably since that time. I had like a couple like mini cut phases. I never really counted calories. I didn't count calories back then. I count calories now because I've put on some mass. I've got some muscle, and I want to make sure I maintain as much mass, muscle mass as possible while I'm like cutting the calories back and, upping the cardio a little bit on like a training routine that's, more optimal than what I was doing before. But, it just got me thinking, because, earlier today I had some cravings, like I'm hungry, like I want to eat, I had been eating upwards of 4,000 calories for like months, bulking up and, trying to get bigger. And, now here I am eating far less calories, on a restricted diet. And, I just found myself like, feeling those cravings like, man, like I would really love some like, French fries or whatever it is. Cause like when you're on a bulk, it's really easy to just like, oh, like I can eat this food, like I'm on a bulk anyway. Like I'm trying to get bigger, like I'm trying to gain weight. It's really easy to like have that mindset for a bulk. And it's like, it kind of goes the other way too, like for a bulk, like if you are forcing yourself to eat, but it's a mindset. But I think cutting is harder, especially after you've had calories like that so much. Your body's, used to eating so much. You know, being hungry sucks. Like I'm sure you guys know, like when you're hungry, you just want to, oh, I'm gonna sit down and scarf down, Olive Garden or whatever it is. But yeah, I just figured I'd share some insight with you guys. I just really thought that I could provide some help with you guys. Building that mental fortitude, building that mental toughness is, a very overlooked aspect of cutting, I feel. A lot of people get caught in the calories and stuff, but yeah, just wanted to let you guys know that, if you're really on this journey, you really got to dial in your mind and you got to dial in the mentality. You have to know, like, going into this, it's not going to be easy, but you have to stay at it because, you're going to fold one day. And like the old joke is like, oh, I've been on my diet for so long. Like, then it's like the next meal, the one meal you cheat, all of a sudden you feel fat. And it's like, it's not obviously 100% accurate, but in a sense, like you'll feel like fat, like after you're eating the food, you're not supposed to be eating. You kind of like feel less of yourself, and, you don't deserve to feel that way. You don't. I mean, it's just so important. You got to stay disciplined. But yeah, I said the mentality is the most important thing of cutting. You have to really want to do it. You cannot let anyone stop you. I know you can do it. Get after it.